My wife and I talked about some of the things this week and about records and so forth. And I told her, I said, listen, if a human did it before, a human can do it again.
Yeah.
I just don't know when I'm going to see it, but a human can do it.
Yo, I hear you, but I don't want you to diminish what you did because it's like, it's freaky.
I'm not diminishing.
All right, good.
I'm not diminishing.
Because I know guys like me and him are just like, not only are you talented, but the talent and durability together.
Yeah.
I mean, it drove me crazy as a young kid. Watching you made me cry once. You know, my shoulders.
I like him better now.
My shoulders hurt, and he just kept running for 20-yard gains in Week 16 for home field advantage up in New York on the AstroTurf, which is still, I think, one of your greatest achievements ever. One of your greatest games.
I can honestly say I did not try to make you cry.
Okay, you didn't.
I wasn't doing it on purpose.
Okay.
But I was definitely trying to win.
Yeah, I know you were.
Do you want to live to see someone break that record, or are you hoping that, even though it's inevitable, do you hope it lasts as long as it possibly?
You know, the one thing I have come to learn that records are made to be broken. And I would love to live to see it happen. I would love to be there and be in my right mind to be able to shake that person's hand and to be able to celebrate with him. Because that's what I would have wanted to do with Walter Payton. And I did not have that chance to do it with Payton. I did it with his family.
Right.
But having him there would have been awesome because he and I had a conversation about his record in years prior. But that to me would have been the icing on the cake.
Is there anybody here in recent history since you retired that you got a little nervous with, where you're like, uh-oh, this guy, like, has anybody, like Adrian Peterson?
Adrian Peterson and not Frank Gore. Frank Gore is going to run till he's 50, so he might get there. I mean, but still, Adrian Peterson was the one guy that I thought was the most recent active player that I thought would have a chance to get in there.
Right. Yeah.
And he still does. I mean, he's not done yet.
No, he's not done yet. He's still going.
Frank Gore and Adrian Peterson, if people keep signing him, he will play till he's 50.
Yeah.
And he looks like he still could.
Yeah. No. All right, so here's another thing that just jumps out to me. Jimmy Johnson, right? Just getting into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Realistically, when you think about that, like, how many Super Bowls do you think you guys would have won, or what would have been different if Jimmy Johnson had stayed?
You know, that's a very good question. It's a very fair question. And my answer is pretty simple. I think we were blessed to win the number of Super Bowls that God wanted us to win. Now, could we have won more? I don't know. What Jimmy would have done, he probably would have ran us into the ground because he was a hard-nosed coach. He wanted things a certain way. He was going to beat us up in practice.
Right.
And the question would have been, how long could we maintain that level of intensity, that level of
physicality. Yeah, right.
And so maybe that would have shortened my career where I wouldn't have never become the all-time leading rusher. I don't know. And that's why I sit here and say, well, we got what we deserve.
Right.
And you get what you deserve.
Right.
Now, that all went down in the days before cell phones and text messages, but, you know, it was March or April of 94, and all of a sudden, Jimmy Johnson's out as the head coach. What kind of reaction was there among your teammates when this relationship falls apart and Jimmy's gone?
Total disbelief, total shock. And the residue of why still remains.
Yeah.
That's why we're having this conversation.
Well, you're right. You're right.
The residue of why still remains. There's no clear-cut answer. No answer's been given to the real why. It's the unknown why. But if you talk to Jimmy will tell you like this. He was getting tired. He was planning on doing it. Either that year or prior to, he was planning on doing it.
Right.
Because he wanted to get back to Miami and get on his boat.
Yeah.
He was moving to that level of QTL, as he would say, quality time left. I think the year prior to that, he may have lost his mom or somewhere up in that range. And it kind of gave him this revelation of the time that he's putting into the game and the time that he's losing from his family.
Right.
As you would know.
Yeah, definitely.
And so there's a lot of time that we put into this game, and that's selfish time. It is selfish time for a reason, because this is your job, and this is what is required of you.
Yeah.
And when you put in those kind of hours, someone else is losing. A son, a daughter,
right,
a wife, a family. And for Jimmy to come to the realization like, hey, I done had enough. I'm tired of being the bad guy. I want to get back to the Keys, get on my boat, and do the things that I want to do to enjoy life, and I can respect that.
My dad always says the 92 Cowboy team is the best team he ever played, right? And he played some good ones. I'm interested, who's the best team Emmitt Smith ever played? Like, who's the one team that you played where you're like, damn, that might be the best team where, I mean, is it the 49ers teams you were doing it out with, or was somebody later on after your run that jumps out to you?
It was the Baltimore Ravens. Oh. That defense that we had ran up against the Ravens was one of the best defenses I've ever played against.
The 99 Ravens.
Yes, Lord. They were solid. Now, we weren't that good.
Right.
But they were that good.
They were that good.
They were that good.
That's the one that jumps out.
Oh,
to
yeah.
You. Yeah. Best defense you ever played. Now, their offense wasn't worth a damn, but that defense, it didn't matter.
Their defense was their offense.
Right. It was. It was. This is unbelievable. You know, I was on the field with Emmitt in his last game ever. I could have ruined his last game ever. That's one of my great achievements.
How?
I had an audible that Gruden told me if they play this defense, right? You guys had, who was the big safety? Adrian Wilson? Right?
Yeah.
He's coming down. We had this audible ready, and we called it up to a Florida running back, Graham. Ernest Graham, the man. And he's open down the sideline. I got a little pressure. I got to throw it a little early, and I missed him. And we're going to win the game. I'm going to send Emmitt's career off on a bad note. And I missed the damn throw. And
shocked. I'm shocked by that outcome. I'm shocked. You let Emmitt walk into retirement, have a little tequila. Tell us about that bottle you won't let
Well, Hedadura and I have been working together for the last 9 to 10 years, and so they're celebrating a 150-year anniversary this year in distilling the finest tequila on the planet. This right here, what we have in front of us, is the Hedadura Ultra, which is a Añejo. You normally don't see añejos that look this good.
I was going to say, because I like tequila.
Yeah, you normally don't see añejos this color. This is like a silver blanco color.
Right.
And so they do a number of different techniques, and this right here is real, real smooth. This is a premium tequila, and it is. I'll put this up against any of them.
That's a cool bottle, and I could tell you that I will be drinking some of this as of Friday night for sure. I like this.
Why wait until Friday night?
Why wait till Friday?
Well, because I got to get up early and talk to you tomorrow morning.
Wait, we're having
tomorrow morning. Get a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Drop some of that in there. Drop a little bit of that in there.
We're having the annual PFT dinner tonight. You're gonna have a little tequila tonight. You have a little bit. I'll get a bottle of her.
Y'all having dinner tonight? Where's the dinner?
At Los Fuegos. You're invited.
Okay, I'm invited. Los Fuegos?
Oh, is it free meal?
No, not everybody. Not everybody. Just you.
No, I'm talking to my people, so make sure they know.
Los Fuegos, 6:30. Be there. 6:10. Not you. All right, Evan. Hey, man, great seeing you as always. Congratulations on everything.
That'll be good. Thank you very
much. All right, buddy.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.